Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how Sony and Amazon Prime are making a Spider-Man Noir series. So I'm pretty excited for this because I really like Spider-Man Noir. And the fact that Disney Plus has like no involvement with it, and neither does like Marvel or Disney or whatever, there will be no Disney baby humor in that. Instead, we're gonna go back to more of that Sony Spider-Man type thing, because remember, Sony owns the Spider-Man rights, and they're just letting Marvel borrow him, even though he is a Marvel property. So weird and bizarre, but hey, they had to file for bankruptcy and sell off their properties back in the day. And Sony still will not give up the rights to Spider-Man. They're trying to milk that for whatever they can with all these lackluster Spider-Verse type movies like Venom and Morbius and stuff. And so originally they were going to make a Silk live action show on Amazon, but that hasn't happened yet, so I don't know what happened with that. Plus, I don't even know who Silk is. Like, I'd rather just see Mayday Parker as Spider-Girl. But we're getting a Spider Noir. And so many people are very familiar with him because of Into the Spider-Verse, voiced by Nicolas Cage. He wore the black spider suit, the trench coat, the hat. However, I remember him much earlier than that. I never read comics, but I remember when the trailer for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came out years ago, and I saw his suit for the first time, and I was amazed. I love his suit so much. It just needs a spider symbol on the chest, and it'll be perfect. And so with that one, he just wears like, you know, these pants, type of sweater type shirt, vest type thing to go with it, like a leather type thing, and his mask is made out of leather material, and he wears goggles. He's very 19s, 20s. And then the second time I saw him was in Ultimate Spider-Man episode, something the Spider-Verse, whatever that was called. And so like there, he's a bit older, grittier and stuff, and him and Mary Jane are having problems. It's more like Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, it's more like Batman meets Superman. You have the Batman elements to Spider-Man, and you have more of the Lois Lane from Superman, and that of Mary Jane Parker being like a reporter and stuff. And it's set in like black and white because it's a noir type thing. And you know, it's dark, it's gritty, he fights gangsters, like it's really cool. I'm hoping if they make it in color. I don't want to see black and white. I'm hoping his actual costume is actually black. And so like, I don't mind if he has like the trench coat and the hat, the fedora hat, because that's pretty cool too. But I would prefer to see like, you know, the Shattered Grid Dimensions type, whatever it was called, the Shattered Dimensions, like, you know, look and stuff like that. That was pretty boss and everything. Now, I believe in the comics, he does not have web shooters. Instead, he fights with guns. This is a very different Spider-Man. He is very dark. He is very gritty. He still has his spider powers. He just doesn't know how to make web fluid and stuff. Now, every time that was, and then I think in the video, every time you see him in either the video game or animation, they ditched the guns because, you know, kids are gonna watch or play it, and they gave him his web shooters. Personally, I don't care if they use guns or not, but I want him to have web shooters. That's what I really want him to have. But you know, what's interesting is that so many Spider fans, they're only used to the Into the Spider-Verse version, who's like this fast talking New Yorker who's a little silly and stuff. And it's like, I really want him to be more mature and more like, you know, have some edge to him and stuff. And you know, I really hope they make this. I've always wanted to see a Spider-Man live action show. I mean, how could they go wrong? All they have to do is a bunch of gangster stuff, like 1920s Ziggy type stuff, you know. I mean, heck, even Gotham first season did a decent job on that. I mean, how can you go wrong? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm really glad, and I hope they don't make him a teenager. I am tired of teenage Peter Parker. I'm tired of teenage Spider-Man. It's sad that so many Spider fans nowadays assume that Spider-Man has to only be a teenager. they are very unaware that he was an adult in the comics, went to college, got married, and in other comics like Elseworld type stuff, had a kid. But they only see him as like a teen because of like Marvel always wanting people to like associate him as a teenager, which really gets on my nerves. But yeah, I can't wait for this. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.